World War I cost somewhere around $200 billion. In 1918 money. Adjusted for today, the figure is almost incomprehensible. It was the most expensive event in human history up to that point. Millions of shells, millions of rifles, millions of men fed, clothed, transported, and armed for over 4 years of industrial slaughter. Here's the question almost nobody asks about the First World War. Who paid for it? Because the nations fighting it did not have that money. Not Britain, not France, not Germany, not Russia. None of them could pay for a war of that scale out of their own pockets. Their tax revenues covered only a fraction of what they were spending. So they borrowed. All of them. Enormously. And the answer to who lent them that money, and who profited from it, reshaped the entire world order. It explains why one country came out of the war as the dominant power on Earth without fighting for most of it. And it explains a great deal about the century that followed. This is the financial story of the First World War. Not who won it, who funded it. Start with the impossible arithmetic every warring nation faced. In 1914, the powers of Europe expected a short war. Months, not years. Instead, they got 4 years of the most materially expensive conflict ever fought, and the costs immediately exploded far beyond anything their normal budgets could absorb. A modern industrial war consumes money at a rate that peacetime taxation simply cannot match. You are not just paying soldiers. You are buying artillery shells by the millions, rifles, ammunition, uniforms, boots, food, horses, trucks, ships, aircraft, and replacing them all constantly, because war destroys them constantly. So every major combatant did the same 3 things. They raised taxes, but taxes are slow, unpopular, and nowhere near enough. They printed money, which quietly stole from their own citizens through inflation. And above all, they borrowed. They sold war bonds to their own populations. And critically, they borrowed from abroad. That third one is where the real story lives. Because when you borrow from abroad to survive, you don't just take on debt. You transfer power to whoever is lending. And there was one country in an extraordinary position to do that lending. It sat out most of the war, sold to both sides at the start, and emerged as the most powerful economy on Earth, without ever fighting for the first 3 years.